But my point is, when these girls put these messages out there, all the other women out there start thinking like this chick because she's an influencer. And so the 35-year-old chick, the 40-year-old chick, the 26-year-old two will be like, "Oh, I should get a 10 guy who's going to take me to Hermes." And then the guy who's a good guy out there just trying to make his way, who'd be a good partner for this person, she turns down that guy because she thinks she should be going to these fucking places.
That's not all.
That's the whole point.
That is not all.
No, it's not, nothing's ever. We're not the Sith. We're not dealing in absolutes.
And the rule is, if you do see those women, move on.
But the problem is, particularly in America, that's a lot of women.
That's your responsibility as man, bro.
Princess treatment only, and I just met a guy who does just that. If you're new here, welcome to my dating diaries, where I overshare my dating life in New York. This guy slid into my DMs on Instagram saying that my dating diaries are very downtown based and I should have an uptown edition, so let's call this guy Uptown Man. I asked what a night uptown entails, and he said shopping at Hermes and dinner at Daniel. At first I thought he was kidding, but then when he called me a car, I saw that the end location was Hermes on Madison Ave. Once I arrived, I met him inside the store, and I was greeted with champagne, and then we went straight to the shoe section. I tried on the Oran sandals and was debating between the brown and white. He preferred the white, so I went with that. He then checked out, and we walked over to Daniel. Uptown Man was an extreme gentleman, and he told me he believes in princess treatment only. He talked me up like no other and told me I'm so worthy for a 21-year-old. We talked about our favorite spots in London, Paris, and Saint-Tropez. That's when I told him I'm going to Paris at the end of this week, and he offered to make me reservations while I'm there. He told me that I'm worth so much more than a last-minute reservation at some mid-bar downtown. Also, the food and drinks at Daniel was top tier. It was probably one of the best dinners I've ever had. This was the best part. At the end of dinner, he offered to bring me back to the kitchen to meet the chef at the restaurant. Before going our separate ways, we made plans to see each other once I'm back in town. He then called me a car and texted me immediately after. Uptown Man sets the bar extremely high. Ladies, don't listen to any dusty man when they tell you your standards are too high.
So she's like a prostitute.
high-end escort, I believe, is the terminology. I mean, dude, this is
but this
wild.
is not a tale as old as time.
Yeah,
young, attractive girl in her 20s.
Yeah, like men
looks
with
for
money.
An older man with resources. What's the fucking deal, yo?
What's the deal? I think it's just
why is this like?
I think it's gone viral just because of how blatant it is. Like, it's just blatant.
Well, yeah. So
I know,
like people,
but with all the issues, I think the other big thing is like a lot of other people are struggling dating wise because the problem is like, right, this chick might be very, very attractive and she's 21. She's like literally at the peak height of her whatever female glory days. All right, whatever. But the problem is like there's so many in the dating rule. There's like so many other women who are gonna act like this, but are not a model-esque 21-year-old chick.
Then
and then they're gonna
sorry,
I know, but it's messing up the whole dating culture.
Well, then you're just
is messing up all this other culture.
We just have to point that out.
Which is why we get girl who confuses magician and musician, and people listen to her.
How does musician
all of these things are interlinked?
Connect with like fucking Hermes or shopping at Hermes on the
Hermes, bro. Hermes, you uncultured swine.
Is it Hermes? Herpes?
Hermes. It's Hermes.
Hermes or herpes?
So the rich guy took a shopping. So the rich guy took a shopping. The rich guy takes a shopping at Herpes on the first day.
Shopping to herpes. I don't think anybody wants to go shopping at herpes. Okay?
She does, apparently.
No. It's Hermes.
Hermes
is a Greek
so
god.
What does Hermes do?
They sell high-end,
girl
clothing
shit.
and mostly. So this lady goes to Hermes. She gets pampered all over. She sprouts wings on her feet. She flies around because she's now a Greek goddess. And and now this is the whole point. This is interlinking everything. Interlinked. It's a Blade Runner 2024 reference, by the way, 2049 reference. You're welcome out there listening. Great performance by Ryan Gosling. But dude, because it's like this is what's happening. Girls like this go out there and they're like, "Don't set your standards low, ladies. Let these dusty guys." Like, who's a dusty guy? Like an average guy just trying to find a lady, and now all these ladies out here are gonna be like, "Oh, I should be going to fucking Hermes and be getting these Birkin bags and stuff and be taken to 5-star." how many people are introducing you to the chef? You know what I mean?
I don't think
Like,
that,
this is
I don't think a
ridiculous.
lot of people really believed her though. Like I don't think people are buying it. The internet like tore her a new herpes hole. Like I just don't think that people are buying into this stuff.
Well, it's obviously like this influencer stuff, right? It's like influencer
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Again, it's influencer. What is this? What is this person actually going to providing to you, other than telling you, "Hi, look, I'm a hot 21-year-old girl, and all these rich guys are flying me out to do this stuff, and I'm getting all these things, and yeah, my life's great, and you can too. Don't slay queens, slay." You know what I mean? Like, it's what. There's no value being brought by any of this.
No.
You understand what I'm saying? And so everybody's you know who she's like? She's like the Mercedes Benz chick. You know what I'm talking about? The video with it's just
Oh, I like that girl.
Mercedes, and she like hits the thing,
She's really.
and then you
hot.
get like
I
all the
that
people
girl.
like police car, and like
Hey, can you pull this commercial up? I've never seen
Acura.
this.
Seen it?
I've
Never
never
seen it?
actually
Never
seen
seen the
it.
Mercedes-
No, 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 no,
Is
no,
it the
no,
same
no.
girl? Is it the same girl? It's not the same girl.
No.
Okay. But it looks like the same. So I think it's just like that. It's just why are all these influencers? It's clearly not. This is not for everybody, but there are lots of women out there who will start thinking like this, and then they like just an average dude trying to go on a date and try and do something with a lady will end up potentially dealing with some chick like this. Who's not a 21-year-old model.
I'm sorry, but
Like, come on, man.
when you're in
It's
the,
difficult.
when you're in the dating game, suss out who these girls are and move on.
Well, that's why the
But like,
sneakos.
don't
But
because
that's
like
why the sneakos and all these dudes got big because they would start saying this shit.
like what?
It's dude, all of it's inner circled, man. I'm telling you. Oh, here. Check. Okay,
Who's
watch.
this? Who's this?
This is the non-Hermes girl. It's a Mercedes girl with her Mercedes Benz doing ASMR. Mercedes, all this type of stuff. We got it. It's got discount Jamie. What's going on?
It's going
It's what's going on. Discounts.
It's your internet.
It's about as slow as the girl who didn't know magician and musician.
It's not quite that.
Not quite that. That is pretty slow. I have to admit, that's pretty slow. Oh yeah, this chick. Sorry.
She has a lot.
Bentley.
So your typical like Russian fantasy girl.
Bro, oh my god, dude. It's so like this. It's
And
crazy.
so people.
She looks almost exactly the same as that girl though.
No,
Honestly. I swear to God.
The Bentley girl's
I
way
s-
hot.
that is personal preference, but I'm just
No.
telling you, they look the same. Skinny, white, blonde chick. Same type of chick. So they come out here. That's why everybody's kind of blowing up because you can see some of the comments and stuff that on the X that people were saying because this is not the only guy she's doing this with. She's doing
Of
this with a
course
bunch of
not.
dudes.
Of course
So
not.
she's basically an escort to a degree.
No.
What's the difference?
Okay.
Tons of money being spent to have a hot girl next to your side for some time. What is the difference?
It's a gray area.
Is this actually?
It's a gray area.
It's a gray area.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
no.
Come on, man.
She's not a hooker, bro.
I'm not
She's
saying
just
she's
a-
the
she's
hooker.
ju-
I'm saying what is the difference?
She's just a young woman maximizing this period of time that she has. It's like being a professional.
I know,
athlete.
but when she,
you know, I don't see. I don't get
the thing.
They have a very short window.
I'm just
to
reporting
get the
to you the
most that they
news.
can.
I'm reporting to you
This
the
is
news.
not. This is not being an escort. She's
I'm-
not being paid for sexual services.
You don't know that she's getting paid. What do you mean? She's got fucking new shoes. She just met a chef. What the hell are you talking about?
Implication.
No. Okay.
Bro.
But what is his expectation? Is he spending all this money in this
He wants
time
a
with the
super hot 21-year-old.
expectation
Yeah.
of sex?
Of course, he wants it eventually.
Okay, but it didn't end with sex, did it? It ended as a
He's
date.
playing the
No.
long game.
Yeah,
But
So,
that's the difference between
he is,
escort.
and so are 18 other men. Apparently, she's done videos about this with as well.
Yeah, but
She's just
I'm
a
sure he is
shyster.
also doing this with like 18 other girls, though.
He
so,
might be.
I mean, presumably.
He could.
Yeah,
we don't
but-
know.
Jesus, how even everyone's resources gets thin.
But
Like
but
as a
that's not
man,
the
like
issue.
you have to pick and choose.
These types of women have always existed. That's not the issue. The issue is that, and I'm reporting the news. Okay, this is news. People are out there saying they see stuff like this. Other women who are not like that chick will then listen to that message and be like, "Oh yeah, I should also be going, and my man should also be taking me to MF and buying me these Birkin bags and taking me to these fancy restaurants and introducing me to chefs. And if he don't do that, then he's dusty. He's a dusty
Well,
guy.
if
And it's like, how? Like, who? Where are these? Where are these men? Who
it-
are
well,
these men?
all I will say is
Where are
that-
you gonna get them?
all I will say is that if they're 21, maybe they can compete in their league. If
But
they're
like,
35, no.
That's yes. But that's the whole point.
Like,
That's the news. That's the news. Is that those types of women are also doing that. That's my point. The 40-year-old women who have all the cats still have these ideas. Like, I ain't going. And it's like this is, and that's the weird trickle effect that this dating culture is having on our society and our culture. So that people watch Miss Mogul, I don't know, magician between musician lady, and send her money because they're just sitting at home with no person, not doing anything, and watching this stuff and listening to shit music. And now those people who are influencers end up making money. So they sit in the $1,000 ticket seats that they don't actually pay for. And other people still who are watching these idiots and these people are paying the $500 tickets. It all comes full circle, man. It all comes full circle.
no.
Yes.
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 No.
You're outvoted, dude.
Okay.
You're outvoted.
This is
Do we need to go down the T logic brick road again?
This just
T?
proves why I prefer constitutional republics to
Oh,
democracies.
fucking hell.
Okay.
Jesus. Where the fuck did you get that from, John Adams? What the hell are you doing? What do you mean?
Because democracies can still be led by stupid people who make stupid
We're
choices.
not even a
Just
democracy.
because they're
We're not a democracy.
You just said that that
We're
you're
a
in the
democratic republic, constitutional republic. That's what we
we're a
are.
constitutional republic. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I just get rid of the word democracy.
Nah,
or
people
democrat.
like it.
Well, why?
That's the whole because people vote.
That's
That's
a good word.
that's a democratic process within the governmental system. But
Mm,
sure,
I-
but this has nothing to do with that. This has everything to do with culture, society. The dating game has a major influence on that, and this type of video is why people. Are highlighting
I don't see the connection.
This is why the
between a
sneakos.
21-year-old hot blonde girl doing what women have always done throughout
Because
time.
it's not just the hot young 21-year-old girl. Of
But
course,
if you see those girls,
the
stay away
Denise
from them.
Richards when she's 21 in that one movie with the guy, I forget what it's called. Yeah, of course, everybody understands that. But my point is, when these girls put these messages out there, all the other women out there start thinking like this chick because she's an influencer, and so the 35-year-old chick, the 40-year-old chick, the 26-year-old two will be like, "Oh, I should get a 10 guy who's going to take me to Hermes," and then the guy who's a good guy out there just trying to make his way, who'd be a good partner for this person, she turns down that guy because she thinks she should be going to these fucking places.
That's not all.
That's the whole point.
That is not all.
No,
women.
it's not, nothing's ever
And-
all.
and-
We're not
and-
the Sith.
and-
We're not dealing in absolutes.
and the rule is, if you do see those women, move on.
But the problem is, particularly in America, that is a
That's
lot
your
of women.
responsibility as a man, bro.
That's why people are showing this, because that's how a lot of women in America are. That's the whole point. This is why it's
Yeah, but that's
blown
not
up.
all women.
No, dude, but I'm telling you, okay, this is a big problem. I'm telling you, that's why some of these fucking influencers, dude, that Sean Strickland wants to punch in the face are the influencers they are, particularly in the red pill community, because they try and tell these dudes that these women are out there. All you have to do is watch the fucking whatever podcast, Fresh and Fit yokels, those two bumbling idiots. That's why all these dudes are getting famous, because they're bringing on these crazy dumb chicks who are like this chick, who are trying to make everybody like the OF girls, all these people who are making money off these types of dudes, and other women are watching this and being like, "Is it all women?" No, it's not all women, but it's way more in Western civilization than it is in other places, and it's causing a massive cultural and societal problem. That's the whole point why this is being promulgated. That's why it's blown up. I don't understand how you don't know that this is a thing. I've been literally been telling you about this for so long.
It's not that it's not a thing, but if you
It is a thing.
come across it, avoid it.
But T,
Like,
there's
that's
so
on
many
you.
men that don't know how to avoid it because they
Then
don't understand.
then that's on them. Then don't be dumb. If you come across a decent girl,
Oh,
like, do the right thing.
oh my god. T,
Everyone
you
has
understand what I'm fucking saying?
everyone has much more individual
Yeah,
free
I mean, I
choice.
understand.
Okay, you get what I'm saying.
I get it.
All right. I just needed somebody to understand what I was saying because I don't know how you. It's not. We need to go down your T's logic brick road again, and help.
Okay.
We need to get Dorothy and
I love the
Toto
logic
and
of road.
the Tin Man and Scarecrow and everybody, and help you figure this one out. 'Cause I don't understand.
Okay.
Anyway, God, fair play to her. She can do whatever the hell she wants. It's fucking America. I don't give a shit.
Like, listen, I mean, she's getting other
She's
people.
about as capitalist
to
as
pay for
capitalist
a
you can get.
Yeah, Like, you know, do your thing,
Do
girl.
you, boo boo? But
Do
I'm
your
just
thing
saying,
for as long as it lasts.
but the whole reason why people are blowing it up is because what the comment said up there, and that men don't know, and so it's difficult right now.
They'll
in-
learn
in
of
the-
experience.
It's difficult in these streets.
They'll learn of experience.
And I agree with you. That's why I'm getting married to my wonderful fiance, because she's a wonderful bird. And anybody else here who may have a wonderful bird, you can do whatever the hell you want. But it's sometimes difficult to find a good person. And that's what it's like out in dating. You talk to any of our friends right now that are still single that are dating, it's tough in the streets, dude. There's a lot of crazy psychos because they watch chicks like this. That's the whole reason why this is blowing up all over the place. That's what I'm
But
trying to explain to you.
I know, and listen,
Fair play to her. I don't
I
give a
get
shit.
it. I
She can
get
do what
it.
she wants.
I'm just saying, avoid it.
Yeah, but yeah, agreed. But all these chicks want these, 6 foot. They want like, they want, they want like our buddy over here hiding in the corner. They want like the big strapping, like super rich dude and all this stuff, taking them to Hermes and all these fucking places and spending like, you know how so many videos that came out where these girls, like the Cheesecake Factory girl. Remember we wanted to do that video, and she's like, "Oh,
She refused to go to the Cheesecake Factory.
I'm gonna stay in the car." And then like this is what
Then
women are saying.
then you know what your response should be? Get out of the car and you can get an Uber home.